Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, notification bell, daily updates. Really excited for today's beer. It's courtesy of my sister Molly. Thank you so much, Molly. Although she actually bought it for someone else. They didn't like it, so she gave me the rest. But still, thank you. I did have a can of this already, so it's not the first time I've had it. It's Two Roads, and it's their Clementine Gose ale brewed with clementines. It's 16-ounce can, 4.8% ABV. The beer is a classic Gose with a modern twist. We source and blend fresh Moroccan clementines from a local craft juicery. The result is a tart, juicy ale with a hint of salt and distinctive tang of refreshing clementines. And there was something else I was going to mention. No, that's it. Never mind. Just clip my nails, so this might be hard to do. Nope, got it. All right. If you don't watch my channel enough to know this, I'm not the biggest sour beer guy. If it has fruit in it, it like drastically increases the chance I'm going to like it. And Goza's, I actually, that hint of salt really does it for me. And this is going to, like, perhaps the least hypey thing. My favorite one still is Dogfish Head's, their lime, Sequence Ale. It really just does it for me. So that's where I'm coming from, just so you know when I'm doing this review. It's going down, but there was, about 2 fingers of a, fairly off-white. Had pretty, dirty glass, as always. Like dish soapy bubbles. The beer itself is a very, I guess it's yellow, but I want to say it's light of an orange color until you have to start saying, no, that's actually yellow. I think it's in that region of the color wheel. I can see through it, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, looks like it should. See about the aroma. I mean, look how much that head's already gone down. I'll stick my nose into it and explain more. But you do get this initial burst of that orange. I would have guessed like navel orange, but clementine, it makes sense. I want to say I had to fight through that, or maybe I got used to that, so I was able to smell other things. Then you get like the tartness, somewhat of like a citric acid, kind of like like reminiscent of like Smarties without the sugar. It's like that citric acid thing, which again makes sense given the base and the fact that it has citrus in it. Slight dough. And some sort of like twanginess. So yeah, it smells like I would think it would. I've had the passion fruit version of this, which I did like better, but I did like this. But let's get into a proper taste on camera and tell you what I think. Cheers. It's definitely sour. It's it gets close to puckering for me, which is fine. It's not a knock. It's probably typically something people are looking for in a sour. That citrus kick works so well with the base sourness. Um, there is that twang, tang kind of a thing. The citric acid thing, I'm glad I said that about the aroma because I get that in the taste. The doughy is, it's not as much as some of these beers I've had. And I've had people in the comments say like they think that's an off flavor or like they don't like it in a beer like this. I like that doughy quality. It's not as doughy as some of the other beers I've said that in, so I do want to make that clear. Um, it's good. It's refreshing. It gets you salivating in the best possible way. The salt in it is so slight. I wouldn't mind if it was a little higher. I for a while now, but been listening. Matt actually from Massive Beer Reviews got me into it. Steal This Beer podcast. It's Augie Carton from Carton Brewing and John Hall, who's a beer writer. And it's their weekly podcast. And when they drink their beers, they make a point to mention, like, we talk about what the beer is, not what we wish it would be. And I like that idea. But I do find myself when I'm doing these reviews kind of pointing out, like, for my palate, I would love this to have a little bit more salt. So as much as I do like and appreciate that mindset, I can't help it. But if I'm drinking something, I'm like, I kind of wish it had a little bit more of this or less of this or keep this the same. But the other thing I'm going to say before I sign off is, so I went, after work, went to the gym, came home, took a shower, clipped my nails, opened this beer on camera. The reason I'm putting that into the context is I'm thirsty right now. And this is definitely hitting a spot. As much as it is making me salivate, it does have this quality of at least tricking me into being like, oh, this is thirst quenching. And I think for a low ABV, fruited sour beer like this, I don't want to say it's what you're always going for or looking for, but like for me, at least, it's often what I'm looking for. I want that, refreshing, some of these like bigger stouts, like I can study more, break things up a little bit more, really delve into. And I don't want to say this beer isn't as complex, but it's not. But it is like, it does the things it's supposed to do. That's the short version. But yeah, good beer. I do, even having the second can of it, I do prefer the passion fruit. I think it's my preference for passion fruit in a beer like this versus citrus. But I do like that one better. I have not seen it to buy to do a review, though I had that at a restaurant. Anyway, thanks again, Molly. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. I always appreciate that. Check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.